South Maximize 3, explain girl math to me. That rhymed.
Can someone please explain girl math to me?
Okay.
Yes!
You ladies will skip over the nice, respectful, successful guy.
Nice and respectful go on the good guy axis. They cause feelings of security in women, but not feelings of attraction.
Thank you. Oh my god. I've met so many people in the past, like mainly women, but they want a bad guy. Because it makes their hoo-ha wet.
Successful might go on the good guy axis as well, depending on what kind. If you have a normal everyday job, that's not going to be hot.
Yeah.
Who's going to treat you right and buy you flowers and prioritize you?
That's not what they want. You're confused.
They want to get beat up.
That sounds like putting her on a pedestal. And if you do that, then she is above you. And if she is above you, then you are beneath her. And that's also not hot. That's just giving her more attention for what you lack in attractiveness. That's kind of like saying,
Shondo's right. Women do need to learn their place sometimes.
I don't have enough of these things to do better, which is also, you know, not hot.
And go for the who is unemployed, has a tattoo sleeve, is verbally and emotionally abusive.
Well, like it or not, you are describing a guy who gets to be a jerk because he is attractive. There just are not a lot of attractive.
I've never heard of women chasing after a guy that treats them like shit if he's ugly. I have never heard of that. Unless they have a lot of money, but then that's another girl math thing.
Men, and so women,
if you ugly, that's like the worst thing imaginable,
will put up with a lack of niceness in order to get access. Here's what that looks like. This guy has power over her because she needs him, and she has power over you because you need her. And it just keeps going down like that in a spiral. I guess this guy just has a tattoo of a 9. He just knows where he stands. Which,
whoa, don't say that. A tattoo of a 9?
By the way, also works if you can pull that off. So even though you just described a mean guy, he's probably also strong, tough, powerful, dominant, fun. Don't forget aggressive, that's a key word. So that
men, oh my god, women love aggression. If you gotta be aggressive, chat. You gotta call her names. Call her a dumb fat bitch next time you see her. Oh my god, I'm gonna get canceled. I'm not being serious. Dumb bitch. Oh my god, chat, you're so hot. Oh my god, keep going!
Guy might be bad, but he is probably hot, which is why she's picking him. And you're trying to tell women to choose a guy who is good, but probably not hot. That's what you're not understanding. So the reason you need the girl math explained to you is that you're doing the wrong equation. You're thinking—
I can simplify this down, by the way. If you're hot and you're mean to her, that's hot. But if you're not hot and you're mean to her, but you have money, that is also dependent on the woman. Because if you're mean to her and you have money, she'll try and get close to you, get married, and then divorce you for the money, because she'll pull the divorce card on you. But if you're attractive and you have money, that's on you to not pick a woman that's dumb and wants to use you for that. Oh, we want a prenup? We want prenup! We want prenup!
Thinking of it as nice versus mean, but they're thinking of it as I want him versus I don't. Remember, we're talking about attraction. You cannot say you should be attracted to me. You are or you're not. That wouldn't work on you, would it?
Sexy nerd, and it's just 2 kids. Why is this so on point? I went to a Walmart maybe 9 months ago, And there was a woman who was very overweight, and she was wearing one of those really old pink pants that like Paris Hilton used to wear. And it had juicy written on the butt. It just reminds me of this, man. It's so freaking true, man. Just juicy.
You should like what I have to offer. My babies need a daddy.
That's
Women
right.
work the same way. If they're attracted to you, then they can't resist, even if you're a jerk. But if they're not attracted to you, then you can't negotiate that, no matter how nice you are.
Yep.
So you have to be attractive things in order to be attractive. And most men are not, especially.
You have to be aggressive in order to make it attractive. Again, women have a need to be controlled. You gotta teach her a lesson!
Especially when women don't know you. So when you say this,
you ladies will skip over the nice, respectful, successful guy who's going to treat you right and buy you flowers and prioritize you.
What she hears is, I know you don't find me attractive, but I'll make up for it by being way too close to you all the time. And that doesn't work.
Yeah, you can't be desperate either. As a man, women can smell desperation. I mean, sorry, as a woman, you can smell desperation on a man. Sorry, I confused it. Sorry, in my head. I said it out loud. I said it the wrong way. Yes. Whereas with men, they don't care. Or at least not that much. Of course, men do care a little bit if you're desperate, because that's like a red flag for them. But most people are like, I'll kind of brush it off if she's like a 10 or an 8.
Don't put her here.
It's
put
a weakness.
Yourself here. And then you don't have to convince them of anything. And if you don't know how to do that, I can help. Today's sponsor, SelfMax, is a self-improvement tool that I designed. So if you think I know what I'm talking about, which I do, I designed SelfMax to guide you in the same way that I would. Here's how it works. There's a part of your brain with a name that we're gonna ignore. I'm gonna call it your better getter.
It looks like a
Getting
pee-pee.
better at things is hard work. Just like lifting weights makes you stronger, getting better at things makes you better at it. Your better getter gets better. I've been getting better for a long time. That's how I grew so fast. That's why I'm good at explaining things. That's how I got in shape, got rid of my insecurities. I can play guitar and sing, I know how to cook, and I can actually draw if I spend time on it. I even learned tarot cards just so girls would ask me for reading.
Oh God, put those tarot cards away, please, for the love of God.
I'm good at getting better, and I designed SelfMax to show
Instantly
you how.
turned off by
SelfMax divides
that.
your life into 8 sections that you fill with your goals, and SelfMax guides you through them. If you don't know what you want, SelfMax helps you find out. SelfMax uses your personality and your life to generate suggestions that work.
I mean, if he did the prompt himself, I don't know, man. Self-shilling AI to help you get better?
For you. For just $10 a month or $100 a year, SelfMax helps you know what to do.
Yeah, get
All
better
you have to
shit.
do is do it. And when you're done becoming impressive, then you can just be as nice as you want, and that'll solve everyone's problem. Strong, confident men don't have to be jerks. Like you said, that's ruining the dating pool.
It's going to make you hate all men, and you're going to write off dating and say you're just a hopeless romantic.
So your job is not to hope that niceness starts becoming attractive. Your job is to stop thinking of all this as nice.
The settling zone, good enough when you hit around about 30 years old. Is this channel supposed to be satire? Yes, sweetie, it's satire. This isn't how women work or how men have to deal with being in relationships. Yeah, it's satire.
Versus mean. It is actually supportive and attractive, and you can be both. And that is what women actually want. See where she's looking? Prince Charming. Every Disney prince and Twilight vampire in history. They're not nice guys, they're ass kickers. They're strong, they're tough, they're
like the Doom
superior,
guy.
they always get their way. Prince Eric and Edward Cullen don't say things like, but I bought you flowers and I prioritized you. They kill people and drink their blood and shit. When was the last time?
What are you gonna kill people and drink their blood for me, chat. I'm starting to think we don't have a mutual relationship here. Come on. Yeah. I'm joking, by the way. Please don't kill people. I'm joking. This is a joke. Like, I'm being 100% joking. Yes, don't drink their blood. Don't be a vampire. It's bad. Don't do that.
You did anything that made your face look like this. Was it never? Oh, well, that's why they're not picking you then.
Meanwhile, all the guys that would give you everything you want get curved.
That's where you're wrong. If you had what they wanted, they would pick you. What you have is a lot of good guy stuff.
But not any of this, and that means all of this is canceled out.
Low attractiveness. No offense, I'm just going by your confession.
How does that work?
It works like this.
Girl math.
I made a whole chart. I made a simple version too. You can buy them.
What?
Men and women do not understand each other. You are assuming that women think the way you do. They do not.
Well, same goes for men and women in the inverse. Unfortunately, I struggle to understand men sometimes because I feel like I'm talking to a fucking brick wall, man. I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall to chat sometimes. You don't get it, and that's okay. That's what being a man and a woman is, chat. You're talking to your PC. Oh, you shut your mouth. I am not. Yeah. We like boobs. I mean, that's an emotion. Liking boobs is an emotion. She thinks we're stupid. You're not stupid! You're not! What?
Like women, they either like her a lot and they want to keep her forever, or they like her a medium amount and she sleeps over for now.
For now.
Or they like her barely.
For now also can be changed because sometimes women can change for the better. Men can also see potentials in partners. Good men and women can see potentials in partners. You can grow out of the sleeper, but you can also downgrade into a sweeper.
At all, and they either don't want to know her at all or they don't want anyone else to know about it.
Yeah.
Women are very different. They like men for sexy reasons and for supportive reasons. In other words,
mostly sexy.
I want to touch him and he's such a nice friend. Maybe he'll buy me things and listen to me cry. So
that's called the friend zone, chat.
when you like a girl, you feel both things. It looks like you feel this way about the one you're thinking of.
Yeah.
But when a girl likes you, it could be one or the other or both. So when you say this,
Either go for the nice guy, and if you get your heart broken, then you can play the victim and say love is lost and romance is dead.
what you think you're saying is that you should pick the good guy instead of the bad boy.
The
What
bad
you're really
boy. Chat's a
saying
bad
is
boy.
this. "Hey, you should pick me. I have flowers, kind of." But she doesn't want flowers.
I think the solution is 100% gender segregation. Women get half the country, no men allowed, and men get half the country and no women allowed. No interaction of any kind allowed. You know what would happen with the woman's side? Everybody would tear each other's throats out and nothing would be left. Whereas with the man's side, they would tear each other's throats out and there would be the men on top that would survive. Yeah. I'll take it. I mean, then you'd have no women left. That sucks.
She wants a guy.
What, you want to be gagey? Okay. Well, I mean, extinction of humanity calls.
She's attracted to. It would be nice if he would give her flowers, but he doesn't have to, because all these women are going to a small number of men to get what they are looking for. If you still don't get it, I'll tell you a story.
I hate when people say that women aren't gooners. I hate that sentiment so much. Women are absolutely just as much, if not more, gooners than men are. Why do you think there's like normie women that talk about literally just blasting themselves to books? Yeah, they're turbo gooners. Like, what are we talking about, man? Hormones exist on both sides.
I used to think girls should like me for me, but there wasn't much to like. Then I put in some effort, and I lost a lot of fat and built a lot of muscle and changed my behavior.
Okay.
And then I was busy for 12 years, about 3 months at a time. I became popular, mostly the orange ones. That's these.
Well, I would wonder what happened in those 3 months. Did you just go through the power of having so much attraction or so much attractive women that you had to deal with for 3 months, but you were overwhelmed because you used to be unattractive? I don't want to ask him that. What happened in those 12 years? Did you get like the, like, you know when superheroes get their superpowers? Yeah, in the first initial time, they have to, like, learn how to control their superpowers. 3 months per woman. That's what I'm saying. He went through a phase where he collected a lot of Pokemon.
And I didn't do it by being supportive. I didn't buy them flowers, like shit. And I definitely didn't prioritize them. I became a jerk because they let me, because I had what they wanted. And I did.
Well, you also acquired a power that you did not know how to control yet. Well, again, you could argue the same thing for people that grew up with great genetics and they were hot from the get-go. They still are jerks most of the time. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I think just being attractive is like a bad thing. Chat, we should all be ugly. Yeah, everybody should be fat and ugly. Then we'll all be equal.
That by making this face a lot. Here are my results. Here's another angle. But it wasn't just physical. I also started liking who I am. And I became very self-assured and direct. Sometimes too direct. It's a learning experience.
Buddy, I think that's autism. I think that's autism, not you being direct. I feel desire! Okay. I want to have sex with you!
Learning experience, but I learned to be what women like and feel good about it. That moved me from here to here, and then women started looking at me like this, and then a bunch of things like this happened. This is a girl who I would have loved to date when I was on this level.
But she wouldn't even give you the time of day. Many such cases. And that used to be a thing. You'd date a 4 and you'd be okay with a 4.
But when I got up here, I didn't want to anymore because I had options. But she wouldn't stop pursuing me. And it can be hard to
Oh no. That's horrible.
Say no when they make this face at you or this one. So we ended up in a situationship. It was between here and here for her. And that's why these guys look like jerks. When you get up here, you don't want to marry these girls, but they come after you. And they do that, again, because of attraction and not because of, I got you flowers.
Well, the funniest part is that women experience this too, except it's right here. If you're a 6 and you are confident in yourself, men from down here also want you really badly. Especially if you're a 10, but like, I'm just saying, men don't get the same treatment.
After you. And they do that again because of attraction and not because of, I got you flowers.
Either go for the nice guy, and if you get your heart broken, then you can play the victim and say love is lost and romance is dead. Or you can admit that you have bad taste in men, but you can't have both.
Actually, you can have both. It's just that very few men are both right now. The nice guys are not attractive, and the attractive guys don't have to be nice. And as far as having bad taste in men, if you could date someone attractive and mean, or someone nice, which would you pick?
This one right here.
That's how they feel if you don't have these things, no matter how nice you are.
You can't go for the...
That's why there's still women that want to fuck Asmongold, even though he's a gremlin. He has a lot of money and authority.
That you know is going to f you over, and then play the victim card when it doesn't work out. No kidding, it doesn't work out. You know it wasn't going to work out, but you love a toxic man that's going to give you a roller coaster ride to give you some excitement in your life, just admit it. Just admit it.
They are admitting it, and you're not listening. This girl seems to know what she wants. This guy from the famously white supremacist.
Oh my god. No, don't bring up the fucking criminals and the women that... I'm let her finish.
Hell's Angels got a love letter from her. Curious.
Dear Joseph.
Isn't Hell's Angels incredibly racist to black people? Am I wrong? He said white supremacist, right? Yeah, so why is she writing to him? Oh, it's because he's really hot and she's like into it. She can fix him. Yeah, she can stop him from being racist.
This girl wrote a song about it. Nice guy peppermints, bad boy whiskey. Bad boy sexy, nice guy pretty. Hey, there's the flowers again that she doesn't want. She wants the guy who picks fight.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord, man. That's a sign of mental illness.
Here's you being there for her, but not at night when someone else is there. Self-explanatory. And who do you think the winner is?
The bad guy!
She calls him a cigarette because he's bad for her, but she can't quit. So according to you,
nicotine.
This stuff is good, and this stuff is bad, and women want the bad stuff, which we have verified. But you also said that women don't want the good stuff. Let's check on that.
Guy showed up to my house with flowers and was at my door and everything.
I immediately went to my group chat. Just weird.
Good Lord, man.
The only reason I thought that man was corny is because I didn't like him. Because best believe, if it was Rome Flynn at my door doing those same things, it would have been a video about me giving a Gawk 3000 on the first night.
Gawk 3000 is wild!
Response.
My brain processed it as, he's doing everything that I want, but I still don't like it. It can't be me. Whole time, I'm dating out of desperation and I'm dating guys that I don't even like.
And don't even like means isn't even attracted to, so a lot of niceness is still blah. So if they like you, then
women want adventure and danger. I'm telling you, take her on a motorcycle ride and then almost like crash into a car and be like, bitch, take yourself to the hospital.
This stuff
That'll make her
works,
hot.
but if they don't, it doesn't. It's not that hard to understand, but society lies to us, and then you end up here. They say, just be nice, just be yourself, and when that doesn't work, you have to figure out why. But I did the work for you, and I'm telling you, just be attractive. How? Well, this is a good start, I'll tell you that. But getting jacked is not the only thing you can do.
Yeah, if you're jacked and you have a squeaky voice, it's kind of... It doesn't equalize. He's got a point! It's not everything!
I wrote them down for you. Just
what?
pick
I'm not
something
being mean, I'm
and
just being
improve
honest.
it. I recommend the body. Fitness makes effort feel good. Imagine wanting to do difficult things. So what did we learn?
I don't wanna, I'm
say
lazy.
Nice guys finish last, they're just being nice. What they mean is weak, gross guys finish last, and strong guys don't have to be nice because they are in short supply.
And they ignore the bitches.
And a lot of women don't mind sharing. So when you say women should pick nice guys, what you mean is women should pick gross guys. And they're not going to, for the same reason as you. So if you are under here, which I was until I was 24, you have to do something to get out. I'm not saying it's easy. It's rough out there. And women have always been difficult. But that's the whole point. Women don't want men who do easy things. They want men who make this space.
Man, the entire world was built to impress women by men, man. Now that the world is falling apart, I don't know. It kind of makes sense. True. No, I'm serious. I'm actually being 100% serious. Yeah. We let women step on us. It's time to repeal the 19th.
A lot. For the right reasons. And once you become what they want, you can still be nice. And you should. These orange lines are a real waste of time. So there you go. I explained the girl math to you, and it's not that hard. Attractive qualities make them attracted to you, but not the same way it works for us. We like a lot of mid girls, don't we? But to women, 7 is mid. So
to a really unintelligent and average woman, a 7 is bad. That's mind-blowing to me, man.
that is where you start standing out. Here's a graph. This is a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, and a 9, and there are no 10s. And your total score is made of lots of different things, and it depends who's looking. Whatever your type is, be what they like. And if you ever get out of here, they will let you know about it, and then you pick one you like, and be nice, and that's as good as it gets. Just not too nice. No pedestals. That works against you. But nice doesn't work.
It's not even about the whole incel mentality, by the way, for those that might even misconstrue it and be like, oh my god, you can't do that. No, you have to be nice to women. It's not about being nice. It's about putting them above everyone else, including yourself. Have some fucking self-respect.
Not too nice. No pedestals. That works against you. But nice doesn't work if you don't do step 1. Be attractive. Do things.
Helps a lot. It helps a lot for sure. Oh, that was a good video. Thanks, Home Math. Lesson learned. Chat, I can condense this down even further. I'm sure that he knows this, but I'll bring it down even more. Stop caring about what bitches think of you and start taking care of yourself. If you're unconfident and you're unhappy with your body, just fucking do it, man. If you suck at video games, just become better at video games. It's not that deep. Stop caring about bitches and the bitches will come to you. I know people have probably said this for fucking 20 years. It's not fucking rocket science.